welcome. Hi, Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to Create with Fabric8.
Where we create
with
all
with Fabric8, yes. Who are we? I'm Amanda, and that's Lisa behind the camera. That's my daughter, and we are from the company called Fabric8. And if you want to find us online, we at www.fabric, the word, and the number 8.co.za. And we hope to be your go-to creative supply store, and we have tons, over 3,000 products. We have lots of sewing stuff, we have lots of knitting, we have wool, we have crochet, we have why is it shaking?
I'm just zooming badly.
Oh, zooming badly. Okay, that's not a me problem now. Yeah, so we get new stock every week except this week. Don't get excited. We are working on new stock. I have construction works in the work to get the new stock online. We also have, as I previously said, zips in the pipeline. It's ordered. We are just waiting for it to be made and sent to us. So there's lots of new things coming. What else do I know? Oh, and we have lots of very, very friendly and very helpful WhatsApp groups. We have 2 sewing groups. We have a 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐓. We have a embroidery, quilting, knitting, crochet. We also have an updates group if you just want to get updates about when live is happening, or if we have specials or giveaways or something like that. Then you won't be in the chatty group, but just the group where only admins can post, which is just us, and that's less than once a week. The other groups are really very helpful if you are practicing any of these hobbies and you find yourself alone doing things and nobody has appreciation for what you do. That is the perfect place. Also a nice brag group to show them what you've done. And if you need anything, someone on the group is bound to know where to get it. All right. What is Create with Fabric8? We do it twice monthly. And it is a live broadcast, as you can see. So you get all there's no editing. So you get all my mistakes, all the trials and errors. You get it all. It's also a place where you can ask any question if you have about sewing. I'm not the knitting expert, but I can have you a question by the following live. We do this once a week, twice a month. So we've changed recently. And normally I create a pattern, which I then put online for you to download, fully usable, fully free. The only thing we ask is that you do not sell my patterns, but you can use them to make things to sell. And then we always ask, please, when you do make something with our patterns, to please send it to us or tag us on Instagram so we can show the rest of the people what people are doing. At the beginning, we have a little bit of a chit chat, and then half an hour about in, I actually give a little bit of a tutorial on the pattern that we are doing that week. And is there any other stories that I need to? I'm not.
WhatsApp group?
We've done that.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, no, we're fully done. Tell me who's here. If you're new, please introduce yourself.
Okay.
If you've seen us around and I've spoken to you, please don't be a. Oh, good.
Sorry. There's a message behind my message. I don't know how to see it. So if I don't see it, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
freespirit.ie.
Hallo.
Goeienaand uit 'n lekker nat Kaap.
Oh ja, nee,
Yes.
is dit nie lekker nie?
My socks are wet.
Yeah. No, I don't complain. I love the rain. I love winter, so I'm a happy chappy when if I'm not sweating.
Bianca says Cape Town is still raining, flooding in
Lekker.
parts. Please keep safe.
I'm very safe. We one story up. We
yes,
okay.
It's the drive home. People drove like absolute nutsos this morning.
Yeah, but
and the water was deep the whole way.
Yeah.
Hectic. Gail says hello from a very wet Gauteng.
Yeah, we heard. My
It
husband
was
was there
super
last week,
stormy.
and he was also saying it was quite wet. And
weird.
Dalmarie was away at where did she go? some place, I don't know, I can't remember now. And she said they only had 2 sunshine days.
Oh. Gail also says, please hit that like button. Yes, please hit the
Thank
like
you, Gail.
button.
We
Please
love people like Gail.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
It
No,
helps us so
Yeah.
much to help this little channel grow, and it makes YouTube show our stuff to more people like you.
yes, and that is why we can do it free, because we hope that you would support us in that way, so that we can keep buying new cables and new phones. Because Nalisa I've just bought, it feels like I've bought every single cable on the internet. Okay, so now she's previously complained. I can show you lists of cables we still need. I bought those cables. Now she's complaining there's too much cables, and now she wants lighting. So I'm forever upgrading the system. Hopefully you guys see it, and
No, it's so
hopefully it
funny.
helps.
Winter is coming. Look
Now
how dark it is
now we
here.
have a lights problem, and
I mean, we have opened up more light than we usually have, and it is still darker than normal.
But it's strange
So
because
strange.
we've done
But it
winter
hasn't
before.
been. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's a year ago. We
Okay,
forget.
but also then we had the lights from the
We
front.
had the lights from the front.
Yeah, we must actually. I think we should set them up.
No,
Well, that's
I
why
don't
we have.
know.
We need.
Yeah.
Okay.
don't
Anyone
even know.
wanting to give away live streaming those
Lighting.
light boxes? We
We
are
are-
available to
yeah.
take them.
We receive with open
Yes, yes. We're very grateful also.
arms. We can give you like a knitting
Yeah.
circular thingy from back there.
Yeah,
One only.
I
we are on a budget.
I'll give you a year's worth
What
of
is
love.
the circular guy's name? He would have loved that I just said that. He was on here that one time. Yeah.
Kelvin. He's
Um,
on quite a few times.
Saskia says a colleague visited Gauteng last week and brought the Cape some rain. Good reason for a
That's
cape.
probably thank you for a cake.
Cape.
A cape. Oh yes. Listen, guys. Let me tell you the reason for the cape. She is sitting right behind the computer. She's forever having some fancy dress, and I cannot force myself into a leotard or something strange. So I'm always choosing a character that has a cape. So in the last, this year, I've made 2 capes. And I thought to
That
myself,
is so funny. I forgot. No, that was for Matthew's birthday. But I mean, it's in the last year.
no,
You made the
Yeah.
the sand person.
yeah,
thing.
but
Was
I
it
also,
Dune?
yeah, but that was the second time I wore that cape. I made that cape
Oh.
for a party with Dean,
Ah,
where
yes, I
I
remember.
went as Mad Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it.
Yeah, so that's the reason. I thought to myself, if I need 3 capes in less than 4 months, there must be other people who want capes.
Dottie says, I love the rain. We needed it. Now winter's here. Cape Town's wet and cold, but better than the heat. I agree. My garden flooded yesterday. It was quite entertaining. So we have like a very hilly garden. Not like very hilly. It's like quite small. But there's a hill.
should actually
so
be-
there, be caped up.
Be caped up.
There where the water comes off the roof, it's on the top of the hill. So it's just rolling down my whole garden, and it flooded the whole one side of the garden.
Here we go. See, this is my last creation.
And when it started like storming that hectically yesterday, like 5 p.m.-ish, I was like catching water in buckets because it was flooding my stoop.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah,
Because
because of
of
the
the drain
the
thing.
drain pipe
Yeah.
being
Anyway, so that says hello.
So this was my cape for what character was this, Lisa? Help me. I
Elphaba.
didn't 𝐓𝐈𝐌.
From Wicked.
I didn't watch that movie. I
She
couldn't.
left before we
I
started
couldn't-
the movie.
I couldn't listen to that movie. Put it that way.
Stefanie van Kopenhagen says, hello, all my Fabric8 peeps.
Hello, Stefanie.
Bianca says she loves the camera angles.
Mm.
Saskia says a super zoom. You and I was...
Nobody's saying anything
moving-
about the cape.
No,
okay,
you
that's
were
cool.
not- I'm
That's-
still on earlier messages.
Oh, I'm already hot, so
Bianca
can we
says,
get that?
Where's Amanda's sewing machine?
Oh, you found me out. We're not sewing tonight.
Kendall says, hello peeps. And Bianca says, we're all in Lisa shopping when I was showing the website. Love to help and show off all our projects on the WhatsApp groups. So I'll post a link in the chat again for the WhatsApp groups.
Guys, can I just say something? Don't send us a WhatsApp to say we must add someone. Because we've had that.
We just replied to you.
Yeah, we'll just send you the link. So just send your friend the link. Because we can't let people in like that. Because we have to actually vet them. That's the new rule. So
everything in it. That overlocker thread puller is a game changer.
Oh, is it? Good. Make a video and send it to us so we can put it on our... I'm already hot. Has everyone seen the game?
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm done.
Bianca says, last year the rain was coming in from the roof, flooded. Hubby fixed it, still holding strong. Yeah, no, I was wondering. We moved into our place at the beginning of last year, and the lady renting to us said, oh, we must just keep an eye on it. It was really like leaking in the kitchen, and like she's pointing out these places. I'm like, oh, okay, I've never rented a house before, so I'm like, I don't know what. She told us we have to clean the gutters. I'm like, we're cleaning the gutters every day. Like, it was like hectic, but it hasn't leaked yet. But now it's raining again, so now I'm like, oh, we must remember it leaks in the kitchen. But they did, touch
Fix
the
it,
roof.
yeah. Well, we have a leaky roof, yeah, and
well, me and Sibo looked today, and we didn't.
and it
see
looked
anything,
fine, yeah. I
I
think it needs a little bit more rain.
maybe. Today it rained a lot.
No, it
especially
did.
this
I tell
morning.
you, a whole brick on my swimming pool.
Yeah. Bianca says, awesome cape, matches your hair. And Dottie says, love the color of the cloak. Tareen says, hello.
Hello.
And then Jenny Henry says, hi from KZN, a hot manzim Dottie tonight.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
cannot relate. Well,
No,
it's not cold.
well, it's not. Well,
It's not cold in here.
it's not cold. It's just wet. So when you
Wet.
when you get wet
Yeah.
and you're outside, then it's cold. But I
And
mean,
then Jan says hi, and
Hello.
if Jan is watching this, please share our
Yeah.
stuff because
Thank you,
I didn't
Jan.
ask you to.
I left you food in the fridge. I'm a nice wife.
That's all.
Okay, well,
That's what I've got.
all right. Anyone have any questions? We don't get a lot of questions. People are like, what's die woord in Engels? Volleerd.
Full studied.
Fully
Studied.
up
Educated.
to date, educated. What's it?
No?
Proficient.
Proficient. Fully
100%
But
proficient.
a lot of people that watch us are oldies.
Anyone new? Did we get any new people? Not a single.
I've definitely seen Jenny before. I don't think I've seen Dottie before.
Dottie, are you new? You must say.
Dottie said her name earlier. Let me find it.
And we need to appreciate the new people.
No, wait. I don't see
If
the
you have been
picture.
here before, sorry Dottie. Get a lot of people.
𝐓𝐿𝐷 of Kraaifontein. Maybe it's 𝐓𝐿𝐷 van Kraaifontein.
Yeah.
Of Kraaifontein.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think I've seen you before.
Oh.
Bianca says humidity ash. And Saskia says oom toe.
Ja, oom Jan is ook hier.
Yeah, she says she's new.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Please join us again.
Gail says you're very good at teaching. We don't need to ask.
Oh, this is what I want to
And
hear.
Bianca says yes, I'm new.
Ja,
Saskia,
Bianca.
me
Sure.
too.
Ja, sure. Almal van julle. Oues. Oues van daar.
Oh my word, I'm not even
OG.
checking Instagram.
Oh gosh,
Goody,
guys,
goody.
she forgot about you. But hopefully, you know now to go over
You
to
shouldn't
YouTube.
be on Instagram.
Yeah, no, well you
Especially
can.
not
Don't
for
just
pattern making class.
don't leave completely. If you don't have YouTube, don't leave.
Don't quit on us.
No, but oh, I hear myself. But yeah, you'll be better off watching. What are you doing?
I'm checking Instagram
Oh, for is it?
for comments because I can't see them.
Oh gosh, any comments? Don't use. I'm not gonna use the word, but don't do it.
That face.
No, don't.
No. It's a good.
No. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So as I said, we don't really have. I have a very sad new box here, which I feel like
Where's the wool? I was looking
is
at the wool.
the
today.
will is not loaded yet, and I have made a rule that if it's not on the website,
You've
because
made
that
this rule many
I know,
times.
but I have
This
now.
rule keeps.
I have now been very specific about. We had this last week, so no. I'm sure we had some of this, but anyway, I'll show you. I did have this last week. This is the needles that go
Oh,
with the machine.
You guys have to see what our Easter packies look like. I saw some of
Yeah, you can just,
the wrapping.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if I had these last week, but I'll just show you again. These are handbag clasps, which we got in, and they are
Brag about our wrapping.
on the website. And the smaller one, gold and silver of both.
Oh, I'm not on the front end top, but okay. No, we are.
So yeah, these are now on the website, and they are, see, a bag clasps or closures or locks. I've shown these before, but I think they're so awesome. And these are embroidery threads.
Yeah, it's the middle.
Embroidery threads, like shiny ones. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. What else do we have? Oh, these might actually be new. These are labels, and they come a pack of 5, and it says "Made with Love by Grandma." Can you see it? Is it good there?
That's good there. I'm zoomed in.
Okay, and this one says "Handmade with Love by Grandma." And these, amazingly, are iron-on, guys. So you don't have to work them on. This is also an iron-on, and this is also an iron-on, and they come in packs of 5. Again, these are we ran out of stock of these, and we actually got this one and another one. I know you guys use it when you're making key rings, so we have them both of their sizes back in stock. We also have this one, which I think is quite nice for because a lot of these labels are quite bright against something like neutral, so these are nice and neutral. Can you see them? Am I showing it? Yeah. So also 5 in a pack. And these, I think I did, this is why I feel like I did, but say this is the end of your little what is it, like a cap, or what is it called, a beanie. You actually put them on like that over the edge.
Dark. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Something is not right. Yeah.
Like, I agree, but like, can you look at that?
Why is it so dark?
I don't know why it's so dark.
We really have to. It can't be. There was no other lights there. We have to set those lights up next week to
That
stand.
camera might be on manual.
What does that mean?
It means we like accidentally set the brightness.
Should we take it down quick? I don't know. Okay, anyway, so you put this on the edge, and then it just shows that little, see, like on the side.
No, I think it's fine.
We get some things right, and then the next week we get some other things right.
I think it's the room is just dark. I think.
But I'm gonna. Okay, so our next project is to get light stands, maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I'm not sure. No idea. I'm brightening it up.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so as I said, a little bit of a sad. We I don't know if you guys all have seen, but we have really funky, colorful zips, and I know a lot of them are sold out, but we have a new shipment coming. Lisa wants me to show you when you order something from us.
Look at the Easter packet.
This is so cute. See, and I hope this makes you smile.
How cute. I mean, your kids are going to scream when they see this.
Yeah. And this one says, "Thank you so much."
So that's the little packet, and then that's the
big one. It says, "Love it, brag about it." Did you hear that? Do you understand? Snap and share. So those are our current packages. They change all the time.
Yeah, I just saw these for the first time
just
today.
get them in the right.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. Otherwise
There's lots of comments. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Cool. I wanna write something down on our live stream bookie. What do we need to sort out the lights? Because I mean, we're going into winter, and it's just so strange. It's the same lights. It's very strange.
Okay, we have some comments.
Oh gosh, I just pulled your wire. I'm hooked onto your wire. Okay, I'm out.
Jewel Andra van Dijk says, I'll definitely join again. I've been once before, but we'll do this.
Yes.
Love it.
Love it.
Liesel says, to receive a parcel from you is so much fun.
Oh, I'm so glad. I hope to keep doing that.
And then, lots of comments.
Oh, is
on
it?
YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Well, then let's go. We have 7 minutes.
Bianca said, I made some awesome goodies for my mother-in-law. We need to do some hospice goodies, wheelchair-friendly patterns too.
Oh gosh. Well, send me ideas, Bianca.
Mandy says, hello all. Will you be selling cork fabric in the future?
Cork fabric. I'm sure we have cork rolls. We did have.
I'll check now. Farhana
Yeah.
says, hi, I'm new.
Hello, foreigner. I know a
that's probably how
foreigner.
you say it.
I know a foreigner. That's why a foreigner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone's hello newbies.
Hello, newbies. Hello.
Bianca says the lighting is good.
Oh, okay.
You are incorrect.
Over here, can you
It
see
is
these grey
fine.
areas?
Everything's so shadowy, man, but it's fine.
Right,
If you
yeah,
like it, that's perfect.
cool. We like to please. So it's a pleasure.
Dottie also says, I don't think you need light, it's good.
Oh,
but
okay.
see, Dottie, if I wasn't a perfectionist,
This is the problem.
This would look just a lot
As I
worse
said,
like it used to.
We'll actually end up with more lights than we need because I'll just keep buying because Lisa will just be unhappy, so I just keep buying. I'll get more.
Gail says, I love my zips, and Bianca also says, I love my zips, especially the skulls.
I got more skulls, guys. I can't resist. The skulls, I got 2 more.
Zips.
2 more zip, different
And Gail
ones.
says, I stuck your stickers on my sewing machines, they're so cute.
Oh, Gail, send us pics or tag us. Please. Okay. Alright, guys. So let's get to the pattern. Okay, so firstly, let me explain. I gave you a pattern.
We have over 50 people watching.
Oh, wonderful. So I made a pattern, but I didn't make instructions for it. I can lie, but I'm not gonna lie. So it's super easy to understand that you guys can just draw up your own pattern. So in effect, that pattern, let me explain to you. That one is a cape. That is not a fancy dress necessarily. It can be made into a winter cape. All right, you'll see that on the pattern, I've actually it's a cape like this, so it actually goes around your shoulders. Okay, drawing problems here, and it doesn't overlap. So if you are making it for yourself, you would have some kind of clip system there. All right. Okay. So it also comes with a facing. So you'll see if you're making it for like a fancy dress, you don't need to face it. Then you just don't cut the facing. But if you're making it for like a winter cape that you're going to wear in winter, you'll see that it has a front facing and it also has the back neck facing. So it can be, and these are really cool to make like 3/4, or some people make these short little capes and you wear it with a dress and it looks really cute. So that the pattern, the actual pattern on tonight looks something like this. Although this does now look like a graduation gown, it does have a hood. Okay. It looks like that, and it's super easy. You sew that together and you sew that together. Okay, the fronts to the back, and the hoodie has a line coming like that. You're gonna sew that together, then you're gonna sew the neck on, and that is it. And you'll just end all of this with a little hem. If you buy fabric like this green stuff I bought, which it's the only times I actually buy, let me just get them, buy stretchy fabric, is when I'm making fancy dress capes or fancy dress clothes, because then I still have some bushes from the party.
You know, my house is full of glitter, and we weren't throwing glitter around. Matthew's skirt's glitter.
Oh, it's
Came
coming.
off. Like Laura said the next day, she's like, I don't know what I did last night, but my car is full of glitter. And Matthew's like, oh, I sat there.
And you went and sat there,
my
yeah.
word.
Anyway, so when I'm making like this fancy dress, for instance, I've just cut it. It's got no hem. The only thing I did hem was the hoodie, and I prefer actually on a hoodie to make a double. So I sort of semi-line the hoodie, but because it's fancy dress, you don't have to worry about. So the lined hoodie is just sewn to the bottom part. I'm going to just show you another one I made. This was one for my what was that? Mad Max.
Yes.
There was my Mad Max one. And I just made a little string. And also on this fabric, my neck was stretching out. So I just sewed some, you can see, some cotton tape onto the inside to make the neck not stretch. And this one is even easier because it's open. But this is a very cool sort of pattern to use for winter, for normal, because you can do that. See? So you could actually, it could be like a scarf poncho thing. I've just hit the camera. Okay, so that's the two latest ones I made, but I need this one to show you something. Okay, so if you want to make someone, let's go. You want to make your child one because it doesn't. I want to give you ways of doing it the easy way, because when we're making, is it over here? Is the center?
Now that is the whole zoom area where the page is.
Okay.
But I can zoom out.
All right. So if you want to make, I'm going to specifically talk about a child one because this drawing and the measurements I gave is actually for an adult. So I'll talk about both. Okay. So first thing you need to know is if you don't know how to pattern make and you don't know how to make a hood and you feel like it's a thing that you need to be able to make patterns, you don't need to. You just need a hoodie. Okay? So let me explain what I mean by that. You literally go, you take, this is a very big hood, hey? Because I'm doing that like witchy thing. But you take a hoodie. So you'll take a hoodie.
I think there's something wrong with the camera. Can we take it down?
Okay.
It's like completely...
Okay guys, we're going to take
stuff.
5 seconds on the top cam. Something is not liquor with it. Lisa's just going to quickly fix it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Is it?
It's on manual.
Okay.
It might not solve the whole problem. But
Okay, so upright, horizontal, and then like this. Put it back. Oh gosh, this is the fattest freaking camera.
No, you clicked something, sorry.
Oh, Nia. I hate working with these phones. I wish there was like something easier. This, horizontal and in. Okay. It's because I have to actually go quite far this way to get it. I'm also touching the screen. That's the problem. How's that?
I have to zoom out.
I'm very, very hot now.
Did I now make you anxious?
Yeah, no, it makes me very... Where's my fan?
It's fine, yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a lot here and not there. Yeah, that's fine.
It's not like...
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec. I just have to work above my head. Okay, so with a hoodie, I mean like a tracksuit top that has a hoodie on. Okay, so you're going to go, and I'll explain to you how you're going to change the measurements. But you're literally going to go, this is a very big hoodie, okay? So you're going to take one of your kids' hoodies, and you're going to lay down like this, and you are going to literally go... Draw it because it's fancy dress. It doesn't really matter, okay? That if the hoodie is slightly bigger or slightly, don't make it smaller though. Always make it bigger, because fancy dress hoodies are always really big because then you get that whole. Yes, yeah, kry nou warm. Weet jy hoekom
Take
hè?
a second.
Yeah.
Have a drink. Have a moment. Have a Kit Kat.
Anyway, okay.
It's the anxiety.
Yeah, I stress quickly. So see, so the only measurement you have to worry about on a cape, okay, except obviously other things, but on a cape hat is this measurement, okay, this where the hoodie attaches, this measurement here where the hoodie attaches to the cape, okay, so that's the only measurement that needs to fit the actual cape you're making, okay. The hoodie can be any size, it can be any shape. It literally is, guys, you think that when you're making a pattern for a hoodie that you have like a head and like like you would make patterns for other parts of fabric, clothing. A hoodie, really, it's not like that. You literally go, you draw the neckline, you get the measurement of the neckline, you go up straight, and you can literally just do that. Or you can make it like a bigger one, but that is how hoodies are drawn up, okay? So don't feel like, oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay, so that's how you get the hood of the hoodie. What's wrong?
Can you trace this? You can't really see
Okay.
the pencil.
So this is how I trace that hoodie. Okay, so that's rather big. Okay, so we're gonna, now I'm gonna explain to you the rest. Okay, so only thing you need, let me just get that out of the way, from a hoodie. And now I didn't bring my tape measure. I saw one somewhere.
Is
Oh.
there new skull zips on the website?
No, I'm waiting on it.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
no, guys. I'm waiting that's that shipment I'm waiting for.
I got you.
Okay, so the only important thing that we need to measure, well, only, it's more things, but this is very important. This is the start of your hoodie. Is you're gonna go around your neck, and guys, you do not want, think about yourself in a hoodie. You don't want to measure your neck like that. You wanted to measure it like, you know, like what a hoodie would, like, yeah, like
Loose.
this
Yeah.
neckline. So you're gonna go like that, and it is, reading upside down, 65 centimeters. That's my, I'm gonna just put their neck. All right, but we are gonna make that a fantastical number, because I can't draw a hoodie for myself
On
this
website.
here. All right, so once you've got that, you're gonna have to use a tiny little bit of maths, guys.
Oh no.
But you don't have to Google like I had to. You are gonna, it's there. I've written the sum, or what do you say, the calculation, okay? So this is where the whole pi things comes in. So let me see. To find the diameter of a circle, all right? So what we have now, I'm going to use the back of this again. What we have now is we have that. And I'm going to put a stricky there so you know. So we have that. We want this and that. Okay?
That's pi.
Pi, yes. Okay. So if you have pi, you use in circle measurements. But you might have this, and you can use pi to get the circumference. Okay? But I'm going to leave that to you to Google or ChatGPT. Okay, so we have this, and if you look here, you'll see that I've said to find the diameter of a circle, when you now sound just like a maths teacher. When you know the circumference, divide the circumference by pi, which I've given you, 3.14. Where's that calculator from now?
Here's a phone.
Oh, okay. We'll go with that.
I'm super zoomed in. Like, you can read the text perfectly.
I just cannot do my own
So
password.
if you put the calculator there,
Yeah,
they can follow
okay.
on the
I don't
calculator.
think there's a calculator on here because oh, it is. Okay, so we are gonna go. I'm just trying to think what measurement am I gonna actually use the one that's on here. Okay, So over here you'll see there, that's an example, guys. Please don't make a cape with 30 centimeter neckline. Okay? A 30 centimeter.
It's half your neck.
It's gonna not, I think that might be 30, 38. So please, it says example sizing. Okay. Okay. So I just so we can do it and then I can sort of draw it on the picture. Otherwise, I'm working with a neckline bigger than the paper. Okay. So we're going to work with 30. Okay. All right. So you're going to go, it says divide the circumference by pi. Now we have the circumference as 30. And we're going to divide it by pi, which is 3.14. Sorry for anyone who is mathematical that I'm being so, but this is how I need to do it. All right. And I'm getting 9.55. Okay. So just remember that 9.55 is the whole diameter. That's the half. Okay. We need that. So what are we going to do? We're going to divide that by 2. All right. So divide by 2 to give you the radius. I want to do that. You know that maths guy? The older people will remember him. The radius. We have the diameter. He used to give the maths lessons on TV. Okay, so we need the radius of your circle, of your neck. So the radius on this one is then 4.77. All right. So how are we going to start this pattern? Super simple. And I was watching. I fell into a YouTube hole of people making handbags, but like fake Hermes or fake Louis Vuitton. Well, I suppose it's fake because it's not Louis Vuitton making it. But how they make the bags, and I said to you, and the best is when they are squaring, they actually don't square. And it makes me so nervous. Okay.
Listen, so you're not making this,
no.
You're making 30.
No, we're doing 30 centimeters.
Which is a very small.
Yeah, it's not an actual person. All right, so we're going to, how do you square? You start, can you see that on the...
Baby. There you are.
Okay, so you start with a straight line. This is always, guys, please. Okay, so the wonderful thing about this type of ruler is it helps you square. But when I was teaching, I'm going to move this up there. I want to square this line. I had a lot of students that does this. That's not squaring. You're not squaring. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to move the ruler over, find one of these lines, put your actual line that you've just drawn perfectly onto a line, and only then is that square. And you can test it by putting the ruler in that square. Can you see that square? So let me explain what people do. That absolute drives me up. I cannot even explain. When people start squaring, they go like that, and then they'll go, they don't have a ruler like this, and they'll just go, okay, I've made a square. That's not, okay? That's why a square ruler has an actual square corner. So how would you do this? You would draw that ruler like that, and in the same program I was watching, the guy would take this ruler and turn it around and put it here. And I'm like, defeats the object of a square ruler. Because that corner is square and that one is, but are these two now? So what you do with a square ruler is you would put it like that, then you would move it and use it on this corner, and move it and use it on this corner. And people don't realize, especially on a cape or something long, a long skirt or long pants, if your corners ain't square, by the end of this line, I could be 5, 6, 10 centimeters out, even if I'm just a degree or 2 out, because the longer something gets, the worse that mistake gets at the end. Okay, so that's just, can't help doing the whole pattern making lesson. Okay.
New page.
All right. No, no, this is my square. I still have my square. Don't look at that.
Not that.
We're going to take that out. Okay. So now we have the radius of that circle, né? So that is 4 point something centimeters. I'm not going to be measuring it, but that is...
We have some comments.
Okay, go.
Saskia says you sound like the SABC maths man.
Yes, that man.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Oh, there was a man. I think
then
he
Gail
died
said-
like a year or two ago.
Gail says I remember him well. Bianca says yes, he was so good.
I know. I listened to him, and maths was like it was like
A
to-
show.
it was like no, it was just like everything he said. You go like, I understand.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't get what you. I don't. Is that?
Dottie says I need a ruler like that.
Yes,
and
you
Bianca
do.
says we sell those rulers.
You have to have a ruler like
What is
that.
it called? How would I find it?
It is called a quilting ruler, maybe.
Yeah.
Pattern making
Something.
quilting ruler. It's
We
a
do have
it's
quote
a
sheets,
so
by the
easy.
way. This is not very delayed.
Yeah, so easy quilting ruler. And there will be many. You need the one that is 60 centimeters long and 16 wide. Okay, guys, so that, I'm going to just get that measurement so you guys can check back. It's obviously not 4.77 because that's the radius of my circle. And this part is also 4.77, okay? So then you're going to obviously take your ruler and you're going to 4.7, 4.7, 4.77, 4 and you are going to get a perfect neck line. All right? Okay. Next measurement you need, and this I'm going to make it slightly difficult because you can make a cape that is the same length in the front or the back. But you can also make a cape that goes shorter to the front so that it sort of goes shorter and then long. So that's more like a princessy queen sort of girly cape. Okay? What you need is you need the back length. I've written it down here. You're going to need the back length and the front length. You only need the front length if you want the cape to be shorter in the front than in the back. Okay? So let's do a cape that's the same length in the front and the back. So for argument's sake or for this experiment's sake, I've got this cape being 1 meter in the front and 1 meter in the back. And if you want to know how you find that, is you are going to measure from the top of your shoulder to wherever you want the cape. And guys, don't sit when you measure, obviously. Okay? The same with the back. You're going to measure from the top of your shoulder down to where you want the cape. All right? So we've just, on this experiment or example, made it a meter. So what we're going to do is, if you measure 1 meter from there, you are losing that bit, which is 5 centimeters in this pattern. So you don't want to, you want to measure from here to, we say the bottom of the cape is there. And this is now the 1 meter. And we are going to go, I'm trying to find the same sort of length. And this is 1 meter. That's the length of the cape. And you're going to do exactly the same as you did with the top circle. Okay, this is not, please guys, this is not how you pattern make. Use rulers for everything, okay? So, and you're going to draw that circle like that. Whoop, ne? And that is your cape, all right? So, how are we going to cut this? Well, we are going to cut this because your pattern looks like this now. Ne? The pattern looks like that. Okay? So, we're going to cut one, unfold, and if you, then it's a half circle cape. And a half circle cape is like this green one. So, why, I'm just going to put it on again because I want to show you what happens with a half circle cape. Okay? It is very big. Look, it's half a circle. Okay? But it doesn't have that, it doesn't come close in the front. Can you see? So, can you see that? Okay, so if you look at my pictures, you'll see that's a half circle cloak. Okay? If you want one that comes to the front and closes like this, you would either make a full circle or this one, which has the shoulder shape in it. That one is the pattern I gave you. Okay, so this one is the pattern I gave you with the shape in the shoulders. Okay.
Oh, okay, and then you're teaching them how to make the others.
I'm teaching you how to make the others. All right. Okay, so it's not a lot of teaching. I'm almost done. I'm just going to explain the hood to you. Okay. So what I did is, because I don't have children and I don't want to really thumb suck sizes, I did give you a way of drawing up a hoodie on this here.
Yeah.
Actual sizes. You could just follow this and you'll get a hoodie. Remember what I said. This is a normal hoodie. Just a normal hoodie for a track top. If you want something like mine, which is like very 𝐂𝐀𝐂𝐓, you are going to go up more and you're going to make this 𝐂𝐂𝐂 thing this bigger. As I said, remember, this is the only measurement that has to be specific. None of this needs to be specific. So you could literally make like I don't know if it's Harry Potter, but I know they call this an elfish, or Lord of the Rings, those capes they wear, all of them, all the hobbits, they have capes where at the back it makes a point, the hoodie.
Yeah.
So you can literally play with this and make it whatever. All right, but I want to explain the kiddies one. So we've cut that, all right, and we know, we've lost our measurements. We got a 30 centimeter neckline, eh? All right, so a pie, and that is a circumference. Okay, the pie gave us this. We don't want that when we want to match the hoodie to this. Okay, so this is going to be like that. All right, so that is easy. That's half a circle, and that's a circumference we need. So it's just half a circle. So it's going to be 15 centimeters, because this will go around half of the pattern. So this bit here needs to be 15 centimeters, which is this whole measurement. You can also measure it after. Literally take a tape measure and measure it. This is half the neckline.
Where did you use that other one that you worked out with pie?
The pie is to get this measurement,
Okay.
to get the radius.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that's the kiddies hoodie. You're going to take a hoodie, because guys, trust me, kiddies wear impossible to know, because you might have a big child or small child, or your child has a big head or small head, or is a chubby baby or short arms. Trust me, kiddies clothes, making patterns, it is a whole thing on its own. The body shapes are completely different. So if you think you can make patterns and then you're going to just start making kiddies clothes, it's very different, because everything you know about the body, a female body and even a male body, none of that is actually correlates to babies. That's why toddlers and babies are actually, it's like, that's why the clothes, even buying toddlers and babies clothes, it is sort of based on a length weight that someone in the factory or the pattern maker has. Because we know, I mean, you've seen kids at school in grade 1, there's literally 10 different sizes, different lengths. So I remember Milan was always used to wear the smaller size, and then he wore bigger size because he was like me, tall quickly.
Yeah.
And then he sort of averaged out again. You were also tall at a certain, and then you get, with kids, you get kids who are tall, and then you get late bloomers. Those late bloomers are the ones that go really tall. It's normally just like in high school, they suddenly go, yeah. And girls, funny enough, mature in length much quicker than boys. Boys' last growth spurge can happen something like up until they're 25 or something. Their length can change. So kiddies clothing, as I said, easier, get a hoodie that you know fits your child, shape-wise, and just literally copy it, guys. Okay, so this is something I actually would never have even suggested. I actually Googled kitties hoodie and someone said this, and I thought to myself, freaking brilliant, because I wouldn't even know how to start creating a hoodie for a child. That, yeah, so best thing. Okay, so that's the, as I said, the half circle cape. This is the old, as I would call it, this is, if you want to make a quick one for a child, for like a Superman cape. That's the one that just drops down the back.
Yes.
And they run and they Superman. And they, what is it? And they fly. Okay? This one is sort of, I'm trying to think of a reference. It's sort of a, I would say a girly cape, in the sense that if you look at superheroes, I think the girls have slightly more cape than the boys.
Yes.
So I've just shown you.
Yes, so like that looks like Superman.
Yes,
that looks like
and then
Supergirl.
yes,
She does
So
have a
she-
bit more, yeah.
yeah. All right. It is also, if it's for a bigger person, this gives you slightly more ass to cover. If you wanna, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Anyway, okay. So I try to make drawings so you can get an idea of what the different shapes of capes can be. And as I said, the pattern is a full-on normal female cape. It's not a fancy dress. It is actually, obviously that's the one I used for my fancy dress, but it's just a normal vanilla cape. Okay, so now what I want to explain to you is that cape that I had with the, it's also super easy. So that's not on my pictures. I actually forgot about that type of cape. So it's the type of cape, as I showed you, that you have flaps, two in the front. Okay, so basically that is a super easy cape to make. Okay, you're gonna take a piece of fabric, which is what I've done. Okay, so this is my piece of fabric. Okay, this is a raw edge, and that's a raw edge, and this is where we cut the fabric from the roll. Okay, so that makes quite a big cape. You can obviously make it smaller. So what you need is, you need the middle of that cape. So this is the front and this is the back. So you need twice the length of the cape you want, plus seam allowance. Guys, always remember, all of these drawings you make, if you're going to be hemming it, you need to add the hems, you need to add the seams. Okay, so this is what you're going to buy. Say you want a 1 meter cape, you're going to buy 2 meters and plus SA, seam allowance, plus SA. Okay, all right. So what do? We still have the 30 centimeter neckline. Okay, now what we need to do, and guys, let me give you another tip, is I just go grab a big bowl. Okay, but if you want to be like mathematical, you're going to find the center of that. All right, and again we have the pi, which is 4, let's just go 5 centimeters, or the pi, listen to me, the radius, or the diameter, which is 10, because we divide by 2 to get the radius. So you're just going to go again 5, 5, 5, 5, until you get a circle, or you take a big plate that looks like your head's going to fit through it, and you draw it in the middle there. All right, then you are going to draw down a line here. All right, and the only thing you're going to cut, and I don't have a red, so I'm going to mark it like this. There, you're going to cut up, and you're going to cut around here. Oh, I'm losing control over my crosses. So you're going to cut up and around. That's the 2 flaps, and that's the back of the cape. Okay, so, and the circle and the hoodie is exactly the same as the others. All right, so this really is a very nice, especially if you work like here where we work. If you're in a warehouse and You don't really want to sit under a blanket in the office. If you make this out of like a nice blanket, not like a, you know, like a, almost, I want to say like an American Indian, like sort of blanket, or those Mexican blankets you get, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it literally is a blanket you can throw over yourself. You can smack it like this if you want to work with your arms or walk around, and then when you sit down, it literally can be a full blanket. So the other thing you can do is, when we've doubled this up, so this is what we have from the front, okay? This is going to look a little strange, but that's what it's going to look like. That's the back. And this is the front. What you can do is, like you would with a kaftan, is you would, oh, this should be in. What am I doing? Anyway. Okay, like with the kaftan, this is going to be open. You can sew up here. And then your arms go out there. And then this could easily be waisted with a belt, and it's like a monk, a monk sort of outfit. All right. Okay, guys, that's what I wanted to show you. It might not be a full pattern, but I really hope that it's sort of. Is there anyone that doesn't understand or has questions? Let me ask that first. I need a sip because I feel like it's. Anyone asking anything?
Well, it takes a second.
Yeah, no, I know.
So far, nothing.
But yeah. Okay, so even if you have to explain pie to your child, read my notes. Just a quick one.
Yeah.
So like, look, I even drew a like sort of a mathematical explanation there. I'm very good at maths.
Okay. Look at that. There's the pie stuff.
The pie, and there's the capes. Let's get that.
Well, it's not. I'm very zoomed in. I'm very zoomed in, so it's only showing this.
Oh, okay.
Put it on top. No. And there's the capes. Anyway, and I also see what all we give you in your little booklet thingies.
Yeah, so this is there, and as I said, you also have the actual pattern of a cape like this.
Yeah.
And you know, one can get fancy with these capes. I mean, this is going around like this. We've previously done an inseam pocket, I think, somewhere. You could open up here, okay, and have inseam pockets in your cape. Eh? You can have a vent pocket. Google that. It's like a like on a men's a tailored men's suit, those pockets with a little thing, so you can have pockets. Or you could just have two little slits here, which you're gonna finish like we do the zip, the zip last week. You're gonna finish those two holes just to get your arms out. Oh, and there's a collar also. I actually added a collar in the pattern. I just remembered. I was I got very involved in this whole thing. So there's a collar also for the fancy one.
Gail says, I like the blanket cape and big hoodie for TV time. Yes,
Yeah.
remember we've done a big winter hoodie thingy. I still use mine when I'm working at home.
Your father actually started using his. I
Because
got one
it's
for
cold now.
I got one for a gift from Dean
Yeah.
for my birthday, and then one night he was sitting there and I said to him, don't you want to just use my other one? Mine's like big. It's like a house. Né? And I thought he would say no. And then he he was looking for it every night.
Oh my word, I'm trying to find that one's pattern.
That was it was called was it
vibe.
called a TV? It was called something.
I'm scrolling.
It was blanket TV, blanket wrap, blanket hoodie, snood something.
No, it's not the snood one.
Okay, it was a name like that people use.
It's not that.
No, I know, but there's a name for it.
Infinity hoodie / snood. It's not that though. That's something else.
No, that was that.
Yeah.
Was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking. TV blanket hoodie.
There we go. I knew it was something with a blanket and a TV. Yeah, that we've already done that. What do they call them though, man?
I don't know.
There's like when you want to buy them.
You can buy them at like Typo.
Yeah, but what they called them something. There was
so
like,
expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's like the most perfect thing to sell in the winter if you're like.
oh
do
yeah,
this type of
oh
stuff.
absolutely.
Because
And me and
it's
Lisa were
so
talking.
expensive
We're
in the
gonna.
shops.
I'm gonna redo that. Make it slightly more less huge.
Mm.
We're gonna redo it for the new, maybe for summer, making it in towels.
Oh, towel one, yeah.
Yeah. Did we have a kiddies one in that? I must check because maybe I can make a
know.
kiddies one. Because what we were at the
You
beach.
know what? We might not have this on here anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's quite old.
We were at the beach and we were all there was a lady that was wearing like a towel, exactly
towel
that,
hoodie.
but that hoodie thing that we made that was made out of a towel. And I said to her, that's actually so nice because you can leave the beach
Yes, dressed.
but still in a towel, so that you can leave your
Yeah.
wet stuff on.
Trying to see if that one is still available. I don't think it is.
No, that was before last winter, so it was.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll redo that one as a.
Yeah, maybe
a
I'll do
towel
that.
One,
Yeah.
And then we'll give you the old pattern with it as well.
I saw
Again, like we
I
did
saw
with the
I've
t-shirt
seen
one.
a lot of, you get those for kids.
A huggle is what Ash said.
No, it's not. Well, it could. I don't know. It's like I feel like
Oh, Saskia says yes, huggle.
Oh, okay. But I feel like 𝐕𝐈𝐼𝐷 and those places had a name for it,
Yeah.
like a TV. It's not a snood. But anyway, yeah. I think I can, but it's not really summer now. But maybe we can revive that pattern, and then see if there's a kiddies ad on it. If I did kiddies, maybe add kiddies. What do you guys think about that?
I should.
'Cause it's just-
Because
I don't know.
didn't you make one for Laura?
Yeah, but
And
did
surely
I?
You didn't make the smallest one for her.
I don't know. I can't remember now. You can look in my files.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Go to book in that live and go to book, and then it'll have finished for Lisa or something like that, and it should be in one of those.
I'm reading.
Oh, okay. Yeah, otherwise, guys, if you think of anything, please, you gotta help me out, man. Remember, I see things and I like it, and then I don't think everything I like you guys will like. So send us ideas. If you think of
Yes,
something.
You made a kid's one.
Oh, is it?
There's two separate patterns.
Okay, well, cool.
There's
Then
a kid one and then an adult one.
okay. Well, maybe we should put
and
them.
then the different sizes.
I think I redid that pattern
There's
and
4 adult sizes
What-
and there's
yeah.
6 kid sizes.
Maybe you should. We've got lots of new
That's
people. Maybe
just-
put that pattern back up. Not.
No, I will. I'll add the to tonight's section. I'll add it. Yes,
Yeah.
you talk, I'll add it.
Okay, just check that you add the PDF, not
Yeah,
the
I'm doing
yeah.
that.
Okay, so we're adding that. So because it feels like winter in Cape Town, so yeah, the TV blankie, we're gonna put it back up, just for you, for free, for a like and a subscribe. You can get the pattern free now. I'm gonna try and do a very monk ad. But now you also get
the kids
the
one.
kids ones in 4 different sizes. I'm not good at that.
You know, it's because we were watching the giveaway videos today.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're from South Africa.
Would you like to win a
Free sewing machine.
brother sewing machine? Absolutely
Oh,
free.
friend.
Guys, give us some ideas if there's anything you would specifically like to make. I do not, let me just put it out there, normally do clothes. And by clothes, I mean stuff that fits the body, because that is an impossible dream, to be able to make clothes for you guys out there, not knowing what you look like, how you wear your clothes. Do you like it tight? Do you like it loose? Have you got a high waist, a low waist, big hips, Kardashian ass? How would I know? So it's very, very difficult, and also it takes too long, and we can't finish it in one session. But if there's any type of bag, any type of home furnishing, any type of, I don't know, if there's a quilting pattern that you don't understand, anything. Know what? Tell me.
I would love some cushions.
Okay, but you said that we should do that on a, but I need the cushion.
I know.
So Lisa wants, she has like little like
Vintage
seat
ottomans.
cushions, ottomans that has like cushions on top, and she wants them done, and I really actually don't want to make them. So, but we can. I can do one, and we can do maybe the measurements, drawing up the pattern one week, and then sewing it the next week. And that's like, you know, those what they call it outdoor cushions. Yeah.
I'm busy adding it.
Okay, she's adding.
Patience.
But if anyone, I don't really have anything to talk about then. What shall I talk about?
What is
Let me
this for?
sip
TV
some
hoodie,
coffee.
Kids and adult sizes.
Yeah. So we're putting that up,
Okay,
back up for you guys.
adding it now.
So those are those big with a hoodie.
You know, I just did this for nothing because this was there. It's just hidden. But it's fine. I just did it from scratch.
Okay, well it's up there. It's up there now.
If you guys want the TV hoodie pattern, I've just uploaded it. You guys can grab it from the website.
Yes.
It's under today's day.
But let that be a lesson for you, because we do take down patterns. We have 2 years of patterns that are not available anymore. So when you see a pattern, download it, even if you don't want it now, because we are taking them down because it takes up space on our website. But we will someday, one day, we're not making any promises anymore because we promised the whole of last year. We will at some point in the near or distant or
future or past,
we will have a book
all
with
rights
all our
reserved.
patterns. Yeah.
All rights reserved.
Yes.
We
Also,
are not giving away any rights or opinions on this matter.
Also, all you OGs, have a look at the pattern. I've changed the patterns because I've just somehow, as I said, I got very intricately involved this week. I don't know why. And I lost time in between. I've changed the pattern outlay in the sense that it's all black and white now, because I realized afterwards that a lot of times I indicate with color, and people don't necessarily have color patterns at home. So I've changed it all to black and white. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm also
do it in color, but don't indicate stuff in color because the color looks really nice.
I know, but it doesn't need to be because it's standardized like all patterns now. I've made it like.
But it's gonna be a book, and then it's not.
But the patterns aren't gonna be. The patterns are gonna be.
No, but those pictures, we add them in the front of the book.
What pictures?
Like these pictures that you made tonight. Like.
No, those are still in color.
Oh.
This is you just printed it in black and white.
I don't actually.
This is still in color. The instructions.
Okay.
But the actual pattern printout, for
Okay.
instance,
Yeah, that's fine.
this week's one has like 70 or 80 pages. Yeah, because it's a cape.
Holy cow.
All right. Okay. So I thought to myself that eats ink.
Yeah.
And I don't have kids eating my ink anymore, so to me it doesn't matter. But if you have like a child at school still, so I made the basic pattern is now black and white. I also added new match-up corners. OGs, please have a look at it and tell me if it's better. Because I found even with me, I just had a little square there where you match up the pages, you know, like that. I just had a little square like this. And I found that even me matching it up, you have to really concentrate to get it all matchy now. So I don't know if you can show them maybe on the screen.
Showing you that.
Okay, but I've made it like, I think it's something like this now. So it has a darker and a lighter one. I think actually the middle is lighter and the.
Oh, you made it just bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that just to give it.
Yes.
I made it like that. Yeah. Just to I just, as I said, I deep dived, man.
No, it's not like that. It's
like this.
If that's the page, then it's like that. But it's double layer, so
Yeah,
it's like that.
yeah.
So if you add a second page, it goes
Yeah.
like that.
I just thought that there was always just a little line.
Yeah.
And I.
But now we did draw there where no one could see, great.
The what?
Sorry. No, we drew there where no one could see.
Okay, well that's what Lisa says it looks like now. Something like that. I knew
Yeah.
I made it new because I just looked at actually the I follow a pattern maker, and I saw that he's at that, and I thought to myself, I think actually just me, I sometimes get these squares a little bit off because it's just the line. So you
Yeah.
can't double up, double up matching is easier. And I thought to myself, okay, wait, I've always, for a while now, wanted to change it to black and white because it's just easier to print for anyone. And if you send it to work with your husband, because you don't have a printer or whatever, I did that for years. We did that. Your father used to print your stuff,
still
remember?
do.
Yeah, you still do it.
Matthew's printing
Then I know color pages are always like more like counted at work
Yeah.
and stuff. Well, black and white,
Yeah.
if you're working for corporate.
Oh, I remember when my dad had the previous job. And
Yeah.
when I was very small, I went to the office with him, and he let me to just play on the printer. As long as it's the black and white printer, it's fine.
Yeah. But see,
And
yeah.
I'd spend the whole
So-
day just printing nonsense.
Yeah, so that's why I thought I'd make it easier because the color is very pretty, yes, but it's not standard, and we've had no complaints, but I'm just
Yeah.
anticipating. I think we can go.
Silk bonnet.
Silk bonnet. I like the name. What is that? Oh, silk bonnet. I thought she was reading someone's note. Silk bonnet says.
No, that's it.
A silk bonnet. I've actually
That's
thought
easy.
about that.
Isn't it just a circle?
It's just a circle.
And then you put the ribbon and you
Yeah,
pull it
it's
tight.
just the pattern looks like this, and you're gonna fold it over, making a little envelope, leaving a hole, making a hole there. So you're gonna sew it like that, and you're gonna put some string in there,
Elastic.
and you're gonna pull it around your head. You know what you should do? You know those like really, really cheap plastic shower caps? Buy one of them, take out the elastic, and you'll have a pattern. There you go. See how I save you money, and you'll have the elastic also.
Gail says moon bag or fanny pack. We've definitely done
We've
that.
done one, but are you wanting a fanny pack moon bag in the shape of the 80s fanny pack moon bag? Because we've done a fanny pack,
Oh,
but
we don't have the banana shape.
no, we don't have that. That's why I'm saying if that's what she
Maybe
wants,
we should do a banana one.
that can be done.
Fold open toiletry or craft bag. I don't know what you mean.
We've had many. We've got
We've made many, but
we've-
what do you mean? What
fold
do you mean?
open toiletry or car. We've also had that. We've done that. But
It depends what you mean.
but-
Like fold open. Because you get those, it's also a circle and it ties. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
those
make
are-
up and then you open it, it's
yeah,
flat.
but that's I think
which
we
is
call
again
it.
this bonnet.
We have that. We have
Oh.
one. We've done one of those,
like the catch-all bag.
and
or
it's
something.
called yeah. And I also said I saw people use it for Lego. You make a really big one, and then the kid plays the Lego on it, and then you just. But
Yeah.
if you find a picture, guys, if you ever find a picture of something, and we had a lady, I don't know if she's here tonight, but she asked for the teacher bag, the smaller size. We made that for her.
Sam.
So if you ever find something you want made, send it to the WhatsApp. Just send us a pic.
Gail says yes, the 80s style one.
Yeah, okay, I'll find one.
I also want the banana bag.
I see. To me, I could never wear those.
You don't think...
I know exactly
is
what you're
that-
talking
is
about.
That what it's called?
I don't know if it's
Let me
it
find
was
a
a moon
picture.
bag. Ons het dit moon
Oh,
bags
I
genoem.
can't find a picture.
And that literally gives Gail's age away. Was it Gail?
Yeah.
No, Gail was in the 80s. She was alive and wearing or wanting a moon bag. Because the kids now knew it was a fanny pack.
Wait me, I don't know if I'm showing this picture.
No, we don't have one like that. But I know exactly what it looks
This,
like.
is it like this that you want to do?
Yeah. I know
This
exactly.
is what I'm picturing.
Yeah, that one. I'll make one of those. I'll make a pattern that is, I actually can make a pattern that's the just the slight one, and then you also, I for instance have a bag that's slightly bigger, like that shape. Can you see what I, and then this is mos waar die buckles aankom.
It looks like a panty on a ribbon.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's, I don't know what is the word fanny pack. What is that word in it? Does it mean what I think it means?
Yeah.
So don't you think
No,
that's...
it's because it's over your...
Oh,
That's where you carry a...
okay. Wonder why we called it a moon bag.
Because it's shaped like a moon.
That's not a moon.
It's a
Whose
half
moon?
That's why I said it's a banana bag, because they look like this.
Okay.
Moon.
All right.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. Ours was uglier than the ones you now get. Ours was very unflattering, and ours also was shaped. That's where this. That's exactly what you're saying. Ours was shaped to hang like weirdly. It wasn't like you couldn't actually put them.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be straight.
Yeah, see, I like
does
them
a
straight
moon
like
shape.
this, because if you have
Yeah,
them
but then
straight
it's
like
not the
this,
moon shape.
no, I know that, but if you shape it like this, you can also wear it as a crossback bag, like over like
Wait,
this.
that one also like
No, if it's shaped like that, it pulls funny.
that? I know.
Okay, guys, we have to go. They go. They go
Dale
on
says I'm a boomer.
Yeah, I'm not. No, you cannot be a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
I'm not a boomer.
You're a boomer.
No, I'm not.
Baby boomer.
No, I'm not.
Your mom
We're
was
not.
a baby boomer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
same thing.
are Gen
Boomers.
X, Gen Z, Gen Z, Gen X or Z.
Boomer.
If you were a teenager in the 80s, you are not a boomer. There's that.
And bell bottoms.
Yeah, bell bottoms is also not from my teenage years.
That's what Saskia wants. She wants bell bottoms.
I'm not making.
Gail
No.
says I like that.
The what? That she's not a boomer.
No, one of the bags.
Okay.
Maybe the one I showed. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go.
I feel like
Lekker.
we're super delayed tonight. Like it feels like the comments are coming in
Oh,
way
is it? Okay, well, we
after
can
we've
five more minutes. Don't say anything now. We
Now it's done.
now it's too late, but we are gonna keep it going so we can catch the comments before now.
Gail says I'm a boomer. Boomers are 50s babies.
Okay, no, then
Gail, you're
Gail,
not that
I am
old.
not the 50s baby. I just
Gail isn't
put in-
that old.
How can she be a 50? I'm a 71 baby. She
No, Gail
cannot be
is
50.
lying.
50s
I actually
baby.
That's what she says.
So she's. Let's go with 59.
Gail says bye.
She's not having this discussion. She's not going to talk about age. Okay, guys, are we?
Bye.
Yes, that's it. See you next week. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Yes.
No, that's my. No, that's fine.
I
It's
don't
fine.
know. Bye.
See ya.